You know, it's kind of funny. I imagine if like Cam was to ever stop Boom from running his own tournament, it'd be like kind of like a thing where like Boom reaches out for the cookie, then just Cam quickly smacks his hand. He's like, no,
not today, not today, father.
No. Not today. So he does decide to go with the Ivy. He does have a couple characters in his back pocket, including Xianghua, but Ivy versus Raphael kind of makes sense. At the same time, Raphael does have like some pretty good counter zoning options that he can implement. And a lot of tools to chase down. So Ivy may struggle to keep Raphael out. But obviously Ivy does have like, a lot of tools to deal with Raphael. At least Boom, he kind of considers Raphael like the counter pick in his repertoire of characters against Ivy.
Yeah, no, so far it's like SpectreChild's been doing a really good job so far. Basically, we're punishing a lot of the thing that with standard kind of Ivy can throw out moves basically normally without any kind of any fear, but with a character like Raph, it's like that who is with 60 feet, it makes it a lot more I guess pressing for an Ivy basically kind of just to throw out moves like that they would normally do from a range. Because half the time it's like they don't have to worry about them getting punished, but Raph in this case super good at doing that.
Yes, super good reach, super good long range. Incendiate doing that soul charge, I like it.
Yeah, he definitely wants to try to make this comeback. Easily doable and so far, but right now it's like he's running out of time. And no duck, but that was a good GI thing.
Oh, great there.
Very nice from SpectreChild.
Oh, excellent. With that 4B being one of his better tech crotch moves, perfect answer to that unblockable attempt from Incendiate. Oh, can't step that. Prepe. Great step killer. Oh, goes right into 2-1-4B, you kidding me? As tech crouch and good damage, but that is definitely a risk that SpectreChild had no problems taking. Getting that reward, but still very close, but that is a great whiff punish off that whiff throw with the CE. SpectreChild, you are a goddamn monster, dude.
Oh yeah. Gotta be prepared. It's like SpectreChild, I think honestly, I don't know, I feel like when he's playing, he goes into that stance, where basically when everyone's like playing a game, they're usually like kind of like they're sitting back, they have controller, but SpectreChild when he plays, like he leans forward, he's like got like the tight control, he's like, I'm gonna fuck him up, dude.
Yeah, he's willing to go forward. Like, get in there.
No, dude, he's on top of it. It's like that. He's been making excellent reads, it's like that. He's here to play.
With 3 straight rounds.
I know, it makes it so interesting to watch him too when he basically, just because I feel like he's just so on top of his game. But the X switch, what do you think about that, Cheech?
I'll think that Incendiate just saw that he lost 3 straight rounds on that Ivy. So the Xianghua, at a minimum, it will serve as like a mental reset. It's like, okay, let me just try a different character, therefore just kind of put myself in a natural different game plan. Maybe I'll have a better chance against Raphael on this, new character with a new play style. So can fight better close range than Ivy. Doesn't have access to zoning, but that doesn't really matter since, most of the fight will be mid-range, close range, and Xianghua does have tools to contend.
He's doing a lot better kind of doing this infighting, I was like, ooh, but yeah, no, it's a little more, kind of lower patience, and I think he would have maybe found a spot.
Yeah, a little bit more patience may go a long way.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Is just like it's a struggle. Like there's a lot of characters in this game that you have to kind of sit there and respect. Maxie's one of them, it's like that. But sometimes defense can truly pay off just like that, waiting patiently in the Sabrina.
Yep.
It's like normally that he was coming at you with a full charge ramp. You're terrified.
Yeah,
no one wants to deal with that.
He blocked that soul charge, and you know what? Let me sidestep, see what happens. Of Raphael's lack of tracking, and that's super tech crouch from that PXS stance. And again, that wasn't even a super tech crouch. That's just crazy evasion that stance is capable of. Oh, and that is ring out. That is a ring out, isn't it? So yeah, I definitely like the pick a lot. Dude, when he's kind of just getting paid with the amount evasion and auto GI stats.
Oh yeah, no, like that's a big thing to consider. Honestly, is when like you go for a lot of odd guys, a lot of basically evasiveness, it's like that. Of course, they always translate to maybe some form of disrespect. When people choose disrespect in certain situations, you begin to second guess yourself a lot, just like that. So. And that's the big thing, is like always having the peculiar timings to always make people rethink how they're gonna approach you, just like that.
Yeah,
and it takes a while. Like not everyone basically can immediately just snap at the fingers, just like that, and know how to pick up on that. Which is, what I think he did really well this time with that switch is, he really mixed it up and stuff like that. So Spectre's gonna have to go into this next game with a different kind of game plan. So.
And I think I'm detecting some kind of character unfamiliarity on the side of SpectreChild.
Very true. Yeah.
Because Incendiate is definitely explaining the fact that, like, when SpectreChild blocks something, then, his, like, natural reactions kick in of just like, okay, it's my turn, time to attack. And, like, throughout those rounds, Incendiate was able to just, like, exploit that, counter-poking reaction consistently, whether it's, like, covering the gap with a GI or covering the gap with the PXS evasion. So if SpectreChild were to make adjustments, like you said, it's kind of just, like, just staggering that timing. Like, if you think it's your turn, wait a couple frames longer than that.
Gotcha.
But maybe Incendiate is counter-adjusting and just kind of being more aggressive than Game 2, if that's even possible.
Very possible.
Oh yeah, definitely possible. It's going for all those lows from that PXS stance. Okay, we're seeing some patience come into play. I like it. Ring out! Who has a good ring out game, dude?
Oh man.
Wow. Alright, it's time for you to perish. Oh, trying to disrespect the soul charge? Not today. Get knocked down. And, okay, whatever. We're gonna move on from that. 214B. Such a nice, risky option, but he's 2 for 2 for that one. Great bleed. That was after he stepped that launcher attempt from Incendiate and just going all up in his grill.
No. Yeah, I think he's figuring out how he wants to basically kind of go about this now. A little more patience, I guess. That's the big thing we say about a little more patience. Save the day.
Yeah, just trying to slow him down even a little bit would help, and then you can use like your superior range to try to just like fight him mid range. Oh, we know about that. No shenanigans for you. Alright, so now he's taking his turn, just taking like a micro step before he decides to act, which I like. That was a good step killer from that prep A. Oh no! Incendiate. This could be a huge opportunity for him. Bleed! We're just whiffing, dodging bullets. Ah! Dude, you know how sick that was? Like...
No, I agree, honestly, entirely with this pace from Incendiate. It's like that. One thing I didn't realize, basically having those odd GIs really